Hi there, I'm Gary. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm building the Avro Anson Mark 1 in 1/72nd scale from Airfix. The kit I have today is from the second release, which was in 1964, so vintage for sure, not much younger than me, to be honest. The kit was sent to me by Mystery Box Nick. Thank you so much for this one, mate. It brought back many happy memories. If you enjoy the show, please do let YouTube know by giving it the imperial thumbs up, by subscribing to the channel, and by hitting the notification bell. All these are free and a great way to show your support. You might also like to leave a comment below the video. YouTube likes to see comments. So let's make a start today by having a look at the paints and products I used to build this Avro Anson. So to start, I've primed and painted the interiors with grey-green, and I need to put the large windows into both sides. It's important to make sure the top of the fuselage sits on the top of the window correctly. To make the cockpit, I've painted the floor, then I'll add the control column and the instrument panel. I've blobbed some instrumenty bits on. They'll not be readable through the old plastic window though. Then I can add the pilot seat and add the pilot himself. The radio operator's position goes in next, again with some blobs of paint, followed by a seat for him to use. The navigator and radio operator figures can then be put into their seats, and the cockpit section itself can go into the side of the fuselage. And finally, for this side, I'll add the base of the gun turret. After that, all I need is to put glue on the contact surfaces and put the two halves of the fuselage together. Tape them up and glue them as appropriate. And once they're set, I can add the windscreen. Next, I'm making the undercarriage strut, as this has to go into the wing before it's glued up. Only glue the long part of the leg, not the bit that clamps around the wheel. The long leg then sits into a cradle at the back of the engine nacelle before we add the upper half of the wing. The fit is pleasingly good. In the back of the engine shroud is a hole for the back piece of the propeller. You can leave this unglued if you want the propeller to turn. I prefer it to glue it into place. Then the engine can go onto the front of the nacelle. An oil cooler is added as well. Now repeat the whole process for the other wing. When it comes to it, the wing goes on very well and sits nicely against the fuselage. I didn't need any filler here. The horizontal stabilisers slot into place slightly less accurately, but they are still pretty good. With the fuselage filled for gaps, the upper windows can slot in. So now the plane has been ready for priming. I've done a light grey primer on it first and then a coat of dark earth on top. Now when that has set properly, I mask the plane for the dark green. The SMS dark green I used was way too dark for my taste, so I went over it again freehand with some foliage green. After a coat of gloss varnish, the kit is ready for the decals. I used an aftermarket set for these. Now comes the difficult part, spreading the undercarriage enough to slip the wheel in. They will go, just be careful. Then the front dampers of the undercarriage need to go outside the wheels and sit inside the front of the gear bay. Again, they will go around the wheels, but do be careful. Then I've fitted the aerial and direction finding loop, so now I can add the propellers. And finally, I put the gun on its mounting into the turret glass, and the mid-upper turret can sit in place, and you know what? The kit is finished. There it is, and for a 60-year-old kit, I think it went together extremely well. There's very little filling anywhere. Most of the kit was straightforward, and overall a joy to build. It must be a good candidate for a future Vintage Classics release by Airfix, provided they can locate the moulds, of course, because with new transparencies and new decals, it's definitely got the makings of a very good little kit. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, then please remember to let YouTube know by giving it the imperial thumbs up, by subscribing and by hitting the notification bell. Thank you so very much for watching today, and goodbye.